Mac Jones, 3 starts, 3 wins. He beat the freaking Rams with Kendrick Bourne and Jake Tonjes. Is there a quarterback controversy in your eyes?
No, there is no quarterback controversy. I want to, before I start, Eric Branch had a really interesting article about this very subject in today's Chronicle. Eric is having an outstanding season, so you may want to look at that as well. Here's why I don't think there's a quarterback controversy. To the best of our knowledge, Iggy, one quarterback is healthy and can play, and the other one is not healthy and can't play. Yep. So it's not a one-to-one. It's that one guy has to play and the other guy can't play. So that's not a controversy. That's reality. That's reality. A controversy is if they're both healthy and playing well, and the coach has to make a decision.
Yep.
The team is not there, and Shanahan is not there at all. What do you think?
I agree with you. And it seems like as long as Brock Purdy has this toe injury, and as long as Mac Jones is winning and playing well, the Niners can take as long as they want with Brock Purdy and say that he's still recovering. And when they feel like they need him and he's 100% healthy, they can bring him back. So they get to get more information and data from Mac Jones to see what he looks like against other teams before any quarterback controversy starts. But if he keeps winning and he keeps playing well and he keeps throwing lots of passes and not getting intercepted, things could change down the line, even though they gave Brock Purdy a lot of money. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now.
Are you there, Iggy?
Yes. Okay, you're back.
Yeah, you know what? We lost the internet for a moment.
Okay. All right. Okay, did you hear me? Should I repeat it again?
Please repeat it again.
Okay, so I'm saying that I'm with you. They have plausible deniability. It's not that they're choosing Mac over Brock. It's still Brock's team. Mac said that too. It's just that Brock is hurt right now, and Mac has to play. But if Mac keeps winning and playing well, that could change down the line, even though they gave Brock Purdy a ton of money.
Yeah. Iggy, this is a very important point when you get to quarterback controversies. It could change down the line, but we're not down the line. So there is no, in a sense, there's no issue, because as time goes on, Purdy may not recover as quickly as they want. Mac Jones could have some bad games. Things are going to evolve naturally. There's no need to force the issue for anyone now. Right now, the one guy's healthy and he's playing well. The other guy's hurt and he's waiting. That's all we are. And what might happen in the future, a lot of things could happen in the future that we don't even imagine. So we're not nearly there yet. And I think Shanahan must feel really great about this. He's playing his second string quarterback. He's winning, and the other guy's getting healthy. He'll see what happens later on. Yeah. I wouldn't if I were him, I wouldn't worry about it for a minute.
No, it's a good problem to have. And if Mac Jones, let's say Brock Purdy is 100% healthy in 2 weeks, but Mac Jones beats the Buccaneers and the Falcons the next 2 weeks, Kyle Shanahan can say, Brock's still hurt. There's no controversy. Yeah. We want Brock to sit a little bit longer just to be 110% sure that he can't re-injure it. We're going to stick with Mac for now, but it's Brock's team. Even if privately, secretly, they might feel that Mac gives him a better chance to win if that happens in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. And we haven't had 2 weeks yet. 2 weeks is a lot of time in the NFL. So what we're talking about is speculative, and a lot of things are going to happen that we don't know about. I want to say one other thing, and this is a pertinent point. The one guy, Mac Jones, is cheap. The other guy is the highest paid player on the roster. If you were Kyle Shanahan, would you allow that to influence your decision of whom to play later on?
That's a great question, and that's the point I want to bring up too. I don't think that's a big consideration. I think as the head coach of the team, your job is to play the guy who gives you the best chance to win. And if you don't do that, that puts your job in jeopardy more than playing a really good quarterback who happens to make less than the other quarterback.
I 100% agree with you. Uh, Kyle Shanahan's job is to win, however he has to win. And if it looks it's uncomfortable for him facing management or the media, that comes with the job. He has to put the best players on the field. Yes, so I don't think the money is deserves to be a consideration.
Yeah, it's like it's not going to get to a point where Brock's healthy, Mac's healthy, and Brock's throwing a lot of interceptions, and the Niners say we have to keep putting Brock out there and we have to keep losing because we paid him. If that's what happens, they wouldn't do that. They would make the switch at that point. And of course, we're not there, but I really think this contract doesn't really matter anymore that much.
That's how I feel too, and I always have felt it's their money. It's not my money. They can spend it however they want. They're entitled.
And there's lots of examples of teams giving out mega deals to quarterbacks and then trading the guy in a year or two. The Broncos did that with Russell Wilson a few years ago. They gave him a huge contract, immediately regretted it, and cut him the next year. Carson Wentz got a big extension from the Eagles. They regretted it and traded him to the Colts 2 years later. So that's not necessarily going to happen to Brock. I just think it underscores how impermanent these big contracts can be.
I agree. As they should be. They should be impermanent because what matters is winning, not justifying paying.
Well put. 49ers Granite Bay says, Grant, you called it 7 months ago when we let Brian Greasy go. We hired Mick Lombardi. You said it. You said it that we're getting Mac. I think Kyle wanted Mac the whole time. Just my opinion. When Brian Greasy left, he was the guy who one of the guys who handpicked Purdy. He wanted to spend more time with his family. It's a tough job being a position coach. They hired Mick Lombardi, who was one of the position coaches in New England with Mac Jones. When they made that hire, I made a bold prediction that the Niners would sign Mac Jones, and they did. So, Dad, let me ask you a question. I think this is like revisionist history, but do you think the 49ers drafted Trey Lance instead of Mac Jones because Kyle Shanahan had a change of heart at the last minute, or that the organization sort of made a decision together, maybe against his wishes?
I couldn't, Iggy. It's a really good question. You'd have to be deep inside to know the answer. So I want to be a responsible journalist, even though I'm no longer a journalist. I would have to say I simply don't know.
It's just an interesting little story. When they traded up, Adam Schefter reported that it was probably going to be Mac Jones. It wasn't Mac Jones. Now Mac Jones is here. In some parallel universe, it could have been Mac Jones the whole time. But he's here now, and he's doing pretty good.